Welcome back to We Them Girls Podcast.
Oh, sorry. Leave that blooper in there.
She knows how to piss me off.
Okay, start.
Anyways.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Them Girls Podcast. That girl Mel here.
Annabelle in the cut.
And Deanna just be doing it up.
It just came like unexpectedly.
Your stuff just be so loud and hard.
Now, when I'm at home by myself, I do sneeze loud. I don't make all that other noise, but I am going to sneeze loud. I might fart a little loud.
You be loud. You cough loud. You burp loud.
Oh.
I think you probably make way more noise than you think you do. But how y'all feeling? We back for another week.
A new week.
We feeling fluffy. Y'all, have y'all ever put on clothes from the previous year that fit super comfortably? Might even been loose. And then you put it on the next season.
It's too tight.
It's kind of what we're going through right now. But, you know, it's all right. We're going to roll with it. We're going to get back in the gym and we're going to do right. We've been in the gym, but, you know.
We women.
Life
fluctuates.
It be fluctuating. Because I can put this back on next week and it can fit completely different. I'm really learning that about my 30s. Like, the older that I get, the harder it is for me to lose weight. And I have to incorporate different things.
Give me some Ozempic.
At this point. Because I'm sick of it. I feel like I done did it up.
I just need one
in
shot.
The fitness realm.
How many you got to do?
You got to do more than one shot.
I just want one.
That's
I
not
don't want
gonna
my
work.
head all big.
It's not going to work. You got to take it weekly.
Weekly?
Yes.
For how long?
Till you get off as much as you want to get off, I guess.
I just need 13 pounds.
You're going to have to take more than one shot. For sure. Your body got to get used to it.
My body's weird about stuff.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Just suck it out and cut it off.
Golly.
At this point. Like, I'm here for all the easy routes at this point. Like, I be trying my hardest not to compare myself to 4 years ago, Mel, because that was when I was like my fittest.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, granted, when we say stuff like this, it's not saying that we don't love ourselves and all that, because you know how people do. But I loved the way I looked then. Like, and I loved the way I felt too.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I could fit in anything that I tried on. Like, any vision in my head that I came up with outfit-wise, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I was just real toned. But it was also coming off of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And we was at home. So all I did every day, like, the way that I get out the house was to go to the park and run 3+ miles. Or jog or whatever. And so I would do that every day. You have no choice but to lose weight and tone up.
I'm just busy.
So busy. And it's like, I still go to the gym and I train hard. I weight train hard, but I don't get in enough cardio.
Then I'll be looking all stocky.
It's annoying.
Cardio.
We just got to do more cardio. But it used to be that I could do one thing and know that, okay, I'll be down 5 pounds by like next week. I'll be straight. Now, that 5 pounds are not moving. When I say that scale do not move.
I don't even get on the scale no more.
For what?
Just if my pants fit.
I just want to look how I want to look in the mirror, honestly.
And
that's where I am now.
Yeah.
I want to, because I seen something that was like, focus less on weight loss and more on body recomposition. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh, that makes a lot of sense because you know how you want your body to look.
Mhm.
I know how I want my body to look. The shape is there. I just need the gut to go down, and I want these arms to go down.
Yeah, because my pants
I'm
is
sick
real
of that.
tight.
Yeah, I wear the same pair of jeans because I know how they fit. The other ones is just go sit there until I get some more off. And don't tell us, y'all need to stop drinking because we not.
After dealing with,
Sometimes you just need a little something to relax relax your mind.
at the end of the week
Listen,
of being in the hair industry, I need a sip of wine when I get
I
home.
need a little sip, and I don't want to be high all the time. People be like, just smoke a blunt.
No,
I don't want to do it all the time.
I want wine.
Yeah, it tastes better.
I want to
Feel sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm freeing myself.
That's
from.
it. That's the free.
That's for real.
Because I'm fed up.
I'm fed up. And then there are other days where I look in the mirror and I'll be like, dang.
You look good,
You
girl.
look good, girl. You look good.
I thought that when I left the house. And then I went and I put these jeans on.
It be the jeans. It be the jeans because everything else got stretch in it. Them jeans will humble you.
Jeans will humble you.
Okay? That's like when we was during COVID and everybody was wearing just leggings and sweats and stuff. And then they had to like go back to work and had to put on real pants. And they was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know. I didn't realize I was doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because them first probably 2.5 weeks of COVID, I was eating whatever. Because I was like, where are we going? Who we need to see?
Mm-mm.
We all in the house doing the same stuff. If I'm getting big, everybody else is getting big too.
And they did.
And they did. And then I was like, I don't like this. But
we're going to fix it.
we are. We're going to do better. That's all you can do. And that brings me to our topic today.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically, wake up.
I'm up. It's lemon drops.
My lemon drops will do that to you. But basically how we don't give ourselves enough credit for how much power we have over our mental in order to like do what we want, change the things that we want to change in our lives, become the person that we want to become, etc. I think we give too much power to outside forces because it's easier. Like it's easier to blame your situation on something else than it is to take accountability over what part you played in it or what part you didn't play in it. So how do you feel about your power, like the power that you possess, and do you feel like you give yourself enough credit?
I feel like I'm doing better.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't be hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I also try to listen to myself. It's hard though. It's the lemon drops. Because I'm really thinking about it. But it's hard to not give yourself the credit that you deserve. Because you feel like you could always be doing more or you should be doing more. When really you're doing enough. So give yourself credit for that. Yeah.
And I think in some situations, you're not doing enough. And you need to tell yourself that too. Not you. I'm just saying people in general. Because, for instance, let's just take us, for example. We know that we put these jean outfits on today. And what they fit like. We can blame everything under the sun.
But I ate them cookies today.
Exactly.
I went straight to my stomach.
Exactly.
Got them sitting on my pants. So them biscuits y'all be
we feel like it today.
Ooh, I'm feeling like a biscuit today.
So I think accountability plays a big part in that. Because if we say we have all of this power, we need to take back our power and all of that, and you can literally do anything you put your mind to.
Just do it.
Do it. And if you don't put your mind to it and it don't get done, then you got to place the blame where it needs to be placed. And that's on us. And them sliders we had yesterday with them fries.
They were so good.
Oh my gosh.
And that sushi.
So yeah, I think, and the reason I came up with this topic today is because I've been thinking about discipline a lot.
Yeah.
And that was one of my biggest prayers starting the year off, was that he would give me just a renewed level of discipline. And I feel like he did. And it's there. It's just certain things that I just don't be doing. And I know I need to.
Same.
But when I do it, it works. And so, like, for example, last week, I think it might have been Thursday or Friday. It was one of them. No, it was Wednesday. I had got up really early to go to the gym early. And I woke up and I just was not in a people mood. And I was like, I think I'm just going to take a rest day because I don't feel like being around people. I don't feel like seeing people, hearing people, talking to people.
Doing all the
fake smiling and all that. I didn't feel like doing none of that. I was like, I don't want to do that today. So I got up, made me a little tea, watched me a little video, cut on a little sermon, did all of this for like an hour and a half. And I just kept thinking in my head, you're going to be so mad at yourself for not going to the gym. Because I made a promise to myself. And my promise was basically discipline. Like, do what you say you're going to do. And I lay there on the couch for like an hour and a half. And I was like, girl, get up. And then I got up and I went to the gym. And that was probably my best workout of the week. And I ran on the treadmill. I did all of the workouts that I said I was going to do. I did way more push-ups than I normally do straight. Like, and I was like, it just goes to show that your body can literally do anything your mind tells it to. I mean, within reason. But, and I feel like that about life too. I think our minds, which is us,
talking ourselves out of
we
stuff.
talk ourselves out of a lot. What are some things that you think you've talked yourself out of? I think in my head, I can say, like, there have been times where I have probably talked myself out of an opportunity because I was too scared to do it.
Yeah, I think we've all done that.
And I don't want to do it no more. Because I think when it comes to that type of stuff, it's not because I don't think I can do it. Because I know I can, and I know I can body it. I think I get very anxious about unknown situations. And so I'll talk myself out of it with thinking about all of the negative. And it be negative scenarios that I make up myself. It don't be stuff that actually happened. But
we always do the what ifs.
It be
this
the what
could
ifs.
happen, or that could happen.
Yeah. So when Miss Devine was like, I want y'all to get ready and prepare yourself because y'all about to go to the next level, and I want y'all to be prepared for when the opportunities do come. And then when she was like, and don't say no. And I looked at her and I was like, who told you something? Because I don't necessarily say no, but I instantly like, and not with everything, but I know in the past that I have done this. I'll think of all the reasons why I can't do it. And that'll be the reason why I won't. And it's like, why are you doing this? Because I remember there was a time where I was saying yes to every opportunity because I was so hungry and I was just so excited and eager. And now,
it's like when we was talking about the networking event. We, like, we really want to go to this. I'm glad we went.
I'm so glad we went.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think another thing that we don't give ourselves enough credit or power over is our situations, because a lot of times we have the power to get ourselves out of certain situations. But again, it's easier to blame everything else. or you've talked yourself into certain situations because you've only spoken negative over your life, or there's only negativity that comes out of your mouth, or pessimism that comes out of your mouth instead of positive things. So that's what you're attracting into your orbit.
I've had to learn to not self-sabotage. Because I can do that in a minute. Which I think everybody does that to a degree.
Or has. I think a lot of it is like really just taking inventory over your life, what it is that you want, what role you play in it, and what roles you don't play in it. And being honest with yourself about it. Because there are definitely times where you've spoken so negatively over a certain situation where...
Yeah, it is a negative situation.
Exactly. Or have you noticed there are some people who, if it ain't one thing, it's enough.
It's enough. And when people start out with, when I sit you down in a chair and I ask you how you doing this, I quit talking. Because every single time you come, you don't never have nothing good to say. I don't even respond.
Or don't tell me about a negative situation that done happen. Every time you do this, I can come up with a solution easily.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have?
Yeah.
Or you did come up with that solution, but then you thought of all the reasons why it wouldn't work instead of actually trying it. I don't like it. Like,
I just be like, just stop talking.
I just think a lot of it is way more mental than we think it is.
It is.
Like, you got to start here first. Let's start changing your mindset.
But some people just think, just always have negative thoughts. Like,
and
always.
You have to work at that. That is not something that just changes overnight, especially if you've been accustomed to that being your norm.
Yeah, and that's what I told my therapist. I was like, being around so much negativity and negative people, I said, I've always been a negative person. I said, and pulling myself from that to be a better person and be more positive. I said, as soon as I feel the negative creeping back in, I said, I isolate myself. And she was like, well, why do you think that you do that? I said, because the negativity is on my nerves. So I was like, I'll be having to go and sit by myself so that I can figure out what's going on and figure out ways to change my mind because it's draining. And I was just like, I know where it comes from and I be trying so hard to change it. I was like, so I keep myself out of places where I know it's going to be a constant thing with the same people. I'm like, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
She was like, well, at least you taking the steps and can, point out when it's starting to happen. I was like, I know exactly when it's starting to happen. And I was like, I can't stand myself when it do.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's real. Yeah, I think when you start to realize certain things about yourself that you don't like, hopefully you try to like take measures to change that. Or try to figure out how you can. Because like for me, I know that certain, I don't know, I try to make sure that I'm incorporating the things that I know bring me joy. Because I don't like being negative. And I know I'm not naturally a negative person, but when I feel like, oh, I've been doing more complaining than having gratitude, or I can feel that there are days when I'm going to be a little bit more negative than others, I'm going to try and think about what brings you joy, what makes you happy, and try to like at least do something, even if it's just turning on a series that I know is going to make me happy, or getting out the house. Because sometimes isolating yourself too much can just make you sit in certain moods or whatever.
Yeah.
Getting fresh air. Go for a walk. Go get some ice cream. Go get that burger that you've been craving.
We ain't got burgers.
I'm sorry. I wanted to.
They were so good.
It was so good.
I can't wait to go home and heat up my other hand.
All right, anyway.
It was so good.
It was so good. But yeah, I think we take ourselves out of the equation way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Just when it comes to life.
Us.
When it be us. A lot of the stuff starts with you. And as much as you don't want to hear it, you need to hear it. Like, a lot of this stuff starts with you. A lot of the reasons why you're in a lot of the situations that you're in is because of you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not me like being hard on people. It's just the reality of life. Like, a lot of it is you. I'm not saying all of it is, because life is gonna life. Things are gonna happen. Things are gonna happen that's out of your control. But the stuff that you can control, take control over it.
Take control.
And when you do, the amount of confidence that you get from that, the amount of confidence that you get from overcoming a situation that you didn't think was overcomable.
Is that a word?
And you made that shit happen?
Overcomable.
Period. Put that in the dictionary.
It's not in there. All right.
Put it in there. But no, you get so... I feel like that's one of the things that I gain a lot of confidence from.
Yeah.
Is I take pride in being able to do shit myself. And
yeah,
I know there are some things that, girl, outsource it, please. But I'm going to try it myself first.
I'm going to try. See what I can do. See what I can handle.
What can you say is something that brings you confidence outside of just your physical?
Knowing that I solved a problem, or knowing that I got something done on my to-do list. Or knowing that I got something done that has to do with some numbers or counting something up. Just
because one thing I can say about you gonna make some shit happen. And
you're gonna make something happen and figure it out.
You're gonna figure it out, and then you're gonna come back and be like, it's handled. Is that what I say? You don't say it, but in so many words, it be handled.
Cause what we gonna do? We gotta figure this out.
You be like, ho, please.
All right, got it.
All she needs is a few details, and she's gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out. It's booked.
Yeah.
It's dissolved.
It's canceled.
It's rescheduled.
Like, you gonna make it happen. That's definitely one of the things that I admire about you. And you don't be waiting on it either. Like, you gonna make it happen.
Because we can't be waiting around. We can't be waiting around.
And I be waiting around. And if I wait too long, she's gonna handle it.
Because what are you doing?
It don't even be having nothing to do with her. She's gonna have to handle it. And I be like, thanks, friend.
Oh, come on. Let me just do it.
It's one time, y'all. I was like, okay, y'all. My goal now is to work on speaking up for myself when something, doesn't go my way, or I don't like something or whatever. I'm really working on speaking up for myself and standing up for myself. So we go to this restaurant and I get these wings.
I knew it.
These wings were humongous. And y'all, I don't like them big old steroid wings because they just look like they've been pumped with something. And they were nasty. And so she was like, well, send them back. I was like, you're right. So then the waitress came over and I was like, yeah, so these wings. Then I was like, she don't like them, cause she gets something. I was like,
it was taking too long.
I was getting her. She was like, girl, you was taking too long.
She was like, yeah, I don't really like these wings. They're too big. You were dragging it.
Okay, well, let me get it out. I said I'm working on it.
Get it out.
Hey, give me a little time.
She don't like them. Bring them in. What else can she get? They too big.
They too big.
Why you gave her chicken elbows? Golly. She don't like them. Now, order something else. That was all.
What is a chicken elbow?
It's too big.
Whatever y'all gave me on that plate. They know them wings was too big. And they ain't have no seasoning on them. I couldn't get that out of the bag.
It's a little drops.
But,
you know.
And I could tell it be giving her confidence because her shoulders be sitting back. She's like, yeah, I'm big dude for real.
Because, come on, I don't like these.
You know. Say it just like it.
It depends on the establishment. Some places I'm like, okay, well, you know, this is not really appeasing my taste buds.
It's not what I was expecting when I ordered it.
Can I order something else?
I think one of the biggest things that gives me confidence is my level of discipline.
Yeah, you got that.
I want it in every area of my life, though.
Well, you got to work on that, but
I do.
You got that. I'm like, Dad, she's going hard. Let me try to go hard. But I don't. When you said this morning, I'm going to the gym. I was like, oh, I should get up and go to the gym. Girl, I jumped in the bed. I think I laid there for about 3 hours.
I didn't end up going to the gym, but I did go to the grocery store.
Well, see, you did something. But me, I had a bowl of Cheerios and got back in the bed.
Period.
You was the motivation, but
that is hilarious.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that really does give me confidence because I didn't always have it. And once I realized that I could do something and stick to it and do what I said I was going to do and actually see the results from it, it's just a different level because it's something you did. Like, nobody else, and nobody forced you to do nothing. You might have had a little bit of accountability. You might have had a little push, but nobody forced you to do this. And I think entrepreneurship gives me a little confidence too because nobody forced you to do this.
And you just got to do it.
And you have to do it.
And we just have to figure it out.
Every day. Like, nobody is telling you to get up and go to work. Nobody is telling you that you need to elevate your business. It's something that we want to do and that we need to see happen. And we have to put in the work to make it happen. If you think about it, it's really dope. Because nobody's forcing you to do this.
Like, we got discipline in that area.
We could have a little bit more. But we're working on it.
We're working on it.
Just being an adult and doing adult things that I don't want to do, but I actually get it done. I'd be like, and it could be one thing.
I'm adulting. I'm tired, but I'm done. I'm going to sit down on the couch. Anything to go sit on the couch.
I was real productive today. Girl, you did one thing, but it got done.
It got done.
I folded all of my laundry last week.
You're a big girl.
I had 4 baskets.
Wow.
And I rearranged my drawers because I couldn't fit none of my folded clothes into my drawers.
Bro.
That's the only thing I put on my to-do list that day. And I got it done.
You got it done.
Who wasn't confident? You couldn't tell me shit.
Now you gonna do it every week?
Now, what I don't want to do is let that many clothes pile up again.
Yeah, so let me see. I got a basket full and some in the dryer. I'm gonna go fold them. But that's about it. I ain't doing nothing else.
Okay, last thing that gives me confidence. Because it'd be more, but I don't want to drag it. I get confidence off of getting complimented by the opposite sex on things that are not physical. And it happening like often. Yeah. By different people. Because it shows me that that is what I'm leading with in that season. Without trying.
Because it's cool. You get people compliment.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be physical or sexual or...
And I love that.
Yeah.
Like, to be complimented on your discipline from a man who you ain't even know was paying attention. It's pretty dope to me. And that's not going to make me want you, but it's like, Thanks.
Just to let you know.
I appreciate it.
But please.
It did something for me, just not necessarily in the way that you were expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But it does, like, do something for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's really dope that people really are paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just women that see me.
Yeah.
In that aspect. So, yeah, I think it's really dope.
Yeah.
That's all I got, girl. Don't ask me shit else. Brandon, you said you had a question for us.
Yeah, so when it comes to guys defending you and fighting for you, right? Mm-hmm. How you know if they can really fight or not? You just take their word for it?
You got to.
If not, where they blicky.
If they don't have no blicky, you just got to take their word for it. Okay, so expound upon this.
So I was talking to somebody, and they was like, you can't talk to me if you can't fight. I was like, but you got the blicky in your purse. I was just joking, like I couldn't fight. And she was like, let me find out you can't fight, nigga. It's over with.
Dang.
Like,
What if he really can't fight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if you out with a nigga and he stand up for you like, nah, you got her fucked up, and then he gets scraped? Is it over with? Is that the last of him?
Babe, let's not get worked up again.
Please. Because honestly, like you said, she don't necessarily know if you can fight or not. All she can do is take your word for it at that moment. And hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Because in the grand scheme of things, how many times are we going to be put in a situation to where you're going to have to fight?
Not a whole lot.
And at this age, why are we fighting?
But I think the main thing is, if we're put in that situation, are you going to be able to hold your own in that situation? And if not, dang.
Do we get brownie points for not being scared?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, at least you ain't no punk. You just can't fight.
That's what's up. Because don't get whooped 5 times, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, because now I got to jump in.
Because at this point, just stop. Quit doing it.
Hold on. What you going to do when you jump in? You going to jump on their back? Like, what you going to do if you got to jump in?
I ain't jumping on them, swinging.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up. Into the sheet.
That's what's up.
Like, we about to turn this place out. Because what are we doing? Jumping on backs, I feel like that's for little people.
Yeah,
I'm too big for that.
Dang, that's me.
My arms are long enough.
I'm not jumping in. So please don't ever even expect that of me. Jump in for what? I don't have anything to add to this. No. Don't ever put me in that situation. Please be able to fight.
Be able to fight.
Can you tell by somebody's energy if they can fight or not?
Can you?
Yeah, do they give off a certain...
I feel like they do.
I don't know.
I feel like I ain't been around a whole lot of fights.
I just think some people's mentality too. I think they mental, like, they gonna take it there.
They gonna take it there. And you also gotta do what you can do to make sure y'all not in situations where they gotta take it there all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, some women be getting their guys in situations like
that.
Yeah. No.
I don't want to.
Like, you heard what he said to me? Whoop his ass, babe.
Right.
Now that's a bit much.
Too cool. And he don't feel like it was that big of a deal. Now you mad at him.
Yeah.
Because it probably wasn't that big of a deal.
Some girls just, like you said, be ready to get worked up.
Is it a plus if a nigga, like, getting a nigga shit, like that nigga always got to fight, but he always win? Like, do y'all like that type of thing? Like,
no, because why are we fighting all the time?
We too old.
Some niggas is just hotheads and crash outs.
Nah, if you that hot-headed, that's too much. Sit down. You need to go to therapy.
Certain type of woman to like it. Or girl. I don't want all that rah-rah.
No rah-rah.
I want to know, okay, this is what I want.
Cha-cha. I want to be chill.
Get the... This is what I like. I like to know if we ever in a situation I don't ever have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
You got us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know back in the G.
You don't even know nothing about no back in no G.
Heard people say it. I know you handled yours. You was good. We ain't never had to worry about, you can take it there.
We know you can handle your situation.
But I don't never want to be in no position where you got to take it there.
Cause sit down. Why are you jumping on waiters?
Why are you doing all of that? Cause now I'm mad.
Take me home.
And now you done took it too far.
Give me an Uber.
You just need to take it there, and you took it all the way over there. No, you did too much.
What, you got somebody ready for you to wild out, Bernie?
Nah, I was just thinking, it was just a funny conversation I had, and I was like, shit, I ain't no hoe, but don't get us in no shit in here, because, like, I'm a little rusty. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bones cracking and stuff.
I'm telling you. I'm be hurt after.
Yeah, you're not gonna recover the same.
But some niggas don't fight straight up. They want to slam you, and if you slam me, it's over with.
And most niggas is not fighting nowadays. They shooting. Mm-hmm. We don't do all of that.
That's too much.
Why are we doing all of that?
And then I'm gonna have to rub you down when we get home. Now, what if I don't feel like doing that?
And what if you got beat up and I gotta rub you down? Now I
gotta lay ice packs on you.
And I'm looking at you like this.
Cause what was you doing?
What was you doing?
Baby, give me another ice pack.
You was out there getting drugged.
Go sit in the tub. Soak.
Damn. Well, now your eyes swole shut and stuff.
Lipping a little.
Epsom salt ain't gonna help that, buddy.
No, lips all big. See, no.
It's giving Martin in the ring.
Yeah, no. I don't want to do none of that. I really don't want to be part of none of that. Like, really high aggression just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because why are we doing all of that? I don't understand.
It's crazy.
That's like niggas just yelling for no reason.
Yelling.
Why are you so worked up?
Why are you yelling? That is my pet peeve. If I'm talking to you, okay, if I'm talking to you how I'm talking right now, and you find it within yourself to get so worked up that you start yelling, what's happening?
Because first of all, you're not gonna get the response out of me that you want. Because I'm still
gonna talk like this. So now that makes you more mad. So now you screaming at the top of your lungs.
You're looking insane. You look crazy.
Crazy. Because why are you yelling?
Why are you that worked up?
Why are you that worked up?
That'd be my question.
I'm always like this.
Why are you that worked up? That you feel the need to yell at the top of your lungs?
To yell?
At me. It's nuts. Me. It's only one person.
Why just because I don't react a certain way?
You got veins popping out of
veins. Sweating.
Relax.
Spitting.
This conversation did not even call for all of it.
It did.
That is insane to me.
That's insane.
And who are you hollering at? Because that's my next question. It might be my first one. Who are you hollering at?
Are you yelling? Because then on the inside of me, my blood is boiling. But I have control. And I go to therapy. So it helps.
And I've only blacked out a couple of times.
Only a couple.
And praise the Lord, I didn't do what I wanted to.
What you really want to do.
Now, I've never been in a fight before. I ain't never had to put that adrenaline on nobody. But my adrenaline was going so strong that I knew, because it was one time where I could have. Mm-hmm. And I just knew with every fiber of my being that I was just going to drag the fuck out of it. I knew. There was no question. I wasn't going to, let you win. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to let nothing happen to me because my adrenaline was going that, I was that enraged. I don't like getting there. Mm-mm. I don't ever getting to that point because it takes too long to come back down.
I think I black out, picture it, and then I come back because I'm like, well, I don't want to get that mad.
Yeah.
Because anything could happen, and then I could go to jail.
And some people don't see it all the way through when they picture it.
And I see it all the way through.
I see it all the way through, too. And that's what stops me.
And I just smile about it, and I keep on moving.
I don't smile.
I do.
Crazy people smile when they're mad.
Because I thought about it.
And I'm sparing you.
I'm sparing you.
Okay. I see where the smile came from. I'm sparing you. I'm still mad, though.
I'm still mad. But I got a lot to lose.
Too much.
I got children in this world.
That's why you don't fool with people that don't got nothing to lose.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Because it's crazy.
I'm just not going to jail. I'm not meant for jail at all. Jail? Just the thought of it. Me? Please.
Mashed potatoes and peas.
I'm not doing it.
Salisbury steak. It's probably not even that.
You think about the food. I'm thinking about the environment in general. It just seems very unsanitary.
Jumpsuits. No toilet.
Like it probably smells very terribly. Like just fishy. And musty.
They ain't getting no perfume there.
None of it sounds like anything that I'm not risking my life and my freedom to go to jail.
No, that's why I just smile about it and keep on moving.
If you want to get worked up like that and, you want to risk having a stroke.
Ooh, that's a whole lot.
Do your thing. But I'm not going there with you.
And we're not fighting all the time.
We're not fighting. I'm not ever going to put my nigga in no situation where he got to fight. Now, if you put yourself in a situation where you got to fight, that's on you.
It's on you.
I didn't do that. Now, if a nigga do step to me crazy out in public.
Now, I'm going to say something first. And if he over here, then that's on you.
I need you to step in.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the only way I'm going to really look at you sideways is if you sit back and let it happen. And you tell me that I was tripping when you saw the disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that.
If you can't fight, you better swing first. You get into some shit, you better swing first, man. Because it might be the only one you get in.
Dang. It's only if you can't fight.
Yeah, that's only if you can't fight.
Yeah. I feel like if you can fight, you probably can anticipate what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know how fighting works. I don't know how any of this works. But I don't want to be in that situation. Fighting?
Mm-mm.
Girl, you want to fight me?
For what?
For what?
Cool, let's go to the concrete.
No, the concrete.
Because why would we fight in grass so we can slip and slide?
Because it's got a little bit more cushion than concrete.
That's not how that works.
I'm not doing this.
So you can pull me down to the ground?
Just call me whatever you want to call me.
Absolutely not. I need my feet to be sticking to the ground.
You be knocking bitches out, don't you?
No, I don't be fighting. I'm getting like one or two.
I don't know. You
got it on her, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, girl. If you want to fight me, whoever, you got it. Whatever you want to fight me for, you got it. I'm not fighting nobody.
I need my feet to be able to plant to the ground.
You can call me whatever, punk, B-word, whatever. I'll be that. But I'm not
just
fighting.
Depends.
I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
I was hoping we didn't fight that night. We was in that one club and that girl thought she said something about tooting powder in that bathroom.
I don't remember what happened. I just remember.
Was we out for your birthday?
Yes. I was just using the bathroom.
I was just using the bathroom. And it took me a little more time.
It was like, what they in there doing? Tooting powder?
And I bust out the...
No, bitch. We was taking a shit or something like it. She was like, come on, Mel. I was like, dang. I was just using the bathroom.
Hey, if you ever have to do a number 2 at the club, it's time to go.
We weren't even taking a shit. We was just using the bathroom.
We was just using the bathroom.
Yeah. I think our outfits just called for a little bit extra time. And when I heard no, bitch, my eyes got big. I was like, what is happening?
Cause give us a second. You just came in here. We was living. Oh gosh, Lee.
Yeah. Just know if we ever get in a fight, I never started it, okay? Ever. Never started that shit.
It's between me and Connie.
Yeah, for sure.
It's probably gonna be Connie more than me.
Yeah, you just gonna follow up. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, what is going on? And then I'm gonna take you out to the bathroom.
Because Mel's gonna want to go talking.
Y'all, this one time. We are so opposite. It's one time, it was a whole situation, and one of our friends got hemmed up. It was at some party. It was just too much going on. It was a big old crowd. It was people watching this stuff. I'm trying to get my friend out the situation. I was like, do you want to come with me? Do you want to go to the bathroom? She kept on nodding her head yes, but it looked like she just couldn't leave the situation. I don't know. I had just never seen my friend looking like that before, and she just looked scared. And I don't like none of my friends looking uncomfortable or scared. So I'm trying to get her out the situation, but she just wouldn't come with me. And so we go to the bathroom, whatever. Deanna was like, well, fuck it. She was, we just going. She was like, we just got her. We paid for this party, so we gonna. I was like, okay, you right. So we go to the bathroom. I start crying because I was like, I just ain't never seen her like that. Deanna looked at me. She said, and I don't know what the fuck you crying for. She was like, if she don't want to leave the situation, then that's on her. And I was like, I try to hurry up and sniff my tears up, and I was like, well, damn. I thought I was being a good friend. It was like, drive tears up. And I was like, okay. So I had to hurry up and wipe my tears. When I say no sympathy whatsoever, she was like, get that soft shit out of here. When she's charged up, tears, I don't see that.
Oh, my God.
She was too charged up, and I was too emotional. And it just didn't mix. So I hurried up and dried my tears up. We finished the party. Yeah.
I was on radar all night.
You was.
I'm more observant when I'm lit, too. I've noticed that.
That's why you be having glasses on.
No. I'll just be staring at people. And people don't be knowing you behind them glasses because everybody's lit.
Everybody's lit.
Less speaking you gotta do. I really do be like spinning in the party, but
if it's a day party, I'm gonna have some shades on.
Yeah. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm far gone.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, we're not fighting. We're too old.
We're not fighting. Stuff hurts now.
It's too much.
We got too much to lose. And if you don't got nothing to lose, don't fuck with that nigga.
Period.
And if you ain't got nothing to lose, then you need to reevaluate some stuff. But we're not fighting. It's too much. And people are shooting now. People not fighting, they shooting. So, I don't want to die.
Nah.
Over something stupid.
That's why I just smile and keep it moving. Mm-hmm. If not, they might try to find you later.
And if you can't fight, just keep it cool.
Keep it P.
Yeah. And if you can't fight, don't be messing with them rah-rah girls that like all that. Because you can't.
Once you notice a little bit of rah-rah, just end the situation.
Yeah. Because you can't really live up to her standard for real. She likes it. And you can't do nothing with that.
Mm-mm. It ain't your cup of tea, boss. I'm not rah-rah, y'all. I'm real chill.
She is. But just know, if you're in a situation and it needs to get there.
No, it's just for y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Oh. If we in a situation and it needs to get there, she got me. I have definitely said that I feel like God will put the right people around you that he knows you need, because just about all of my friends can fight or are willing to. And they willing to take it there. And he know I'm not. So they got my back, regardless. But yeah, are y'all subscribed?
Did you tell a friend to tell a friend?
Because they be telling their friends about us.
They do be telling their friends.
And I appreciate that. But if you haven't, we would definitely appreciate it if you would. Because word of mouth is everything. Mm-hmm. And, a like, comment, share, subscribe don't cost nothing.
No, listen.
We know times is hard, but it's something you can do for free to support your girls. So subscribe to the channel on YouTube, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. And head over to Instagram and TikTok at WeThemGirlsPod and hit that follow button and like, share, comment, all the things there.
Hit all the notification bells.
All of those. And then, if you want to take it up a notch, then head over to buymeacoffee.com/confirmed. And that is our subscription channel. And you can get all exclusive content and early content right there where the network, We Them Girls, Big and Lazy, all the things are there.
Everybody.
Period. You know the vibes. And then head over to withamgirls.com, and that is where you can get you some merch. Get you a little t-shirt, some leggings, some house shoes, a little mug.
That's what we get.
You know. And there's plenty more over there also. That's just what I can remember off the top of my head. But if nothing else, meet us back here next week.
The next week.
Audio Wednesday.
Visual on that Thursday.
You know what it is. We love y'all. Bye.
This podcast was produced by B. Haywood for Confirmed Podcast Network. Confirmed.